Hey, welcome to Hello Dysfunction, episode 248.
I'm Crystal.
I'm Pata Fria.
I just had the urge to scream so loud when it was going, just for no reason.
I'm glad you didn't.
At least there's no headphones.
It's extra cozy. It's back raining.
It is.
I'm not happy about that.
It was hella hot yesterday. I had the AC on all day. It was like 72 degrees.
It was really beautiful out yesterday and the day before. And right when we get into a regular schedule of going to the park, the rain starts back up. I just got Peas a bike yesterday.
Oh my God.
I'm hella irritated that the rain is here. It's going to rain all fucking weekend. We're going to get Monday and Friday of next week off, and it's going to rain every single day.
Mother Nature hates us. This is the universe saying, I hate you all.
Yeah.
You're bad humans.
And it's not just raining. It's like 80-mile-per-hour winds.
No, that's the worst.
Yeah,
winds.
it's not chill rain. It's like violent winds and rain at the same
get
time.
In a car crash winds.
Yeah, I'm really tired of it.
Yeah, seriously.
Never underestimate the power of the sun, because just being outside for like a few hours the last couple days like actually made me feel way better.
Yes.
And
me too.
Now that's going to go away again.
You're going to be miserable.
I already wake up like with dread just of the world.
Yeah.
And that little bit of outside getting some sun was helping a little bit, and the universe is like, nope, you don't get that either. No joy for you.
Yeah, no, I wake up every morning like out of a dead sleep with anxiety and immediately go to my phone and see what fucking happens.
It's like every day it's something worse, and it just gets worse and worse. And so it's like I just expect it now. On top of not being able to sleep, like I can't. I wake up, like I used to be a person that could go straight to sleep and like have great sleep just no matter where I was, no matter what time it was, whatever. Those days are so over with. I wake up all night long and I go from sweat to freezing to sweat to freezing to, it's just so hard to get comfortable, and I hate it. And this is part of being a woman, and I didn't ask for it. And
no, for real,
I have fucking pimples showing up. Like, what are they called? Cystic pimples.
No,
they're making me want to fucking lose it. Oh yeah, I want to cut my face open and get them out because there's no head. You know, it's just in there.
I'm gonna tell Bunny hide the steak knives because you'll fucking do
I'll
it.
use anything. Like I had this one. I have a scab on my chin. I look like a tweaker right now, probably. But
twins. Remember?
You're cut. Yeah. No, I had this one and it would not come out, and I could feel it internally, and it was in there for like months.
Shut up.
And I had stuck a pin in it and tried to like extract and shit, and nothing helped. I would get a bloody scab, it would heal, and that lump would still be in there. Finally, the other day, I was able to get something out. Sorry to gross you guys out, but it was like a little piece of cement.
No.
And I got it out, and I was like, I should fucking save this piece of shit bitch that gave me hell. It was just a little solid piece. It wasn't like big like a ball, but it was like something that came out that I could see.
A cyst. You actually cut a cyst
I was like,
out.
oh my fucking God, I've been trying to get this out for months.
Did it feel better?
I mean, it's healing now, so that'll be gone.
Yeah.
It wasn't something noticeable, but just knowing it was there bothers the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Yes, and I want to cut it out of my body. So now that's out. But after the next day, I woke up and God was like, here's 2 more. And we'll just see. We'll see if they go away or not.
We'll see if you slice your face open.
and cut these 2 out. We'll see. So
come on.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Hormones are fun.
They're fucking
I think
hell.
my estrogen has just plummeted. Like, I think I have none. Like, I was reading, hormone therapy causes cancer. So it's like, you don't really want to do that. But I heard SSRIs help.
Really?
So, yeah. So I am actually in the process of getting back on meds. Wow. So I'm hoping that will help it a little bit. But other than that, I don't
really pay attention. Let's see.
Yeah. Yep, because I really don't know what to do. Stacy, longtime friend and listener, she had sent like some menopause support that like this, it's just called that. It's these pills, I guess. She said that they helped her. I've been meaning to grab those. I haven't yet, but I want to because like the hot flashes, like you said, just cut the AC on in the middle of the fucking rain at 7 in the morning.
Yes,
like, that's what I've been doing.
Yes, it's constantly on heat AC in the fucking car. It makes me insane.
Yeah.
I never
I'll just like put the window down. Like it's so bad. I can't even wait for the AC to get cold enough.
No. And then I never want to do hormone replacement therapy only because I'm hella sensitive to hormone fluctuations as it is. I've never been able to be on birth control. I've tried like 5. They all make me vomit terribly.
Yeah.
And
I've never seen any good reviews from people that have taken hormone replacement therapy. Everybody says try like Chinese herbal therapy or I don't know. I'm gonna give that or just
try going
end
to hell.
it. Just end it all.
That's what I'm gonna
the
try.
SSRIs I'm gonna try, but
I'm excited to see if they help.
Yeah. I just need them anyway because like I can't I can't stay. It's always like this. It's never just like this.
Do you know
and
your patience level is more
bad. It's really bad.
Bad, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So and mine is too. I have to.
I'm in a bad mood every day, and I have to like try to get myself out of it. And I don't want to live like that. It's not. It hasn't been fun lately.
I have to consciously be aware of staying patient, whereas before I would just whatever. But now I have to like my internal dialogue is like, don't flip out. Don't flip out.
Yeah, my patience is really thin, and I'm kind of like ready to snap on anybody. Like before, I would tell myself like, not this person or not. Now anybody can get it. And I mean that. Like I'm cutting people off left and right, rightfully so. I'm not doing it for no reason.
Right.
I've been given a reason to cut off the people that I've cut off, but maybe I wouldn't be more patient with them. I don't know. I just feel like anybody could get it lately.
Yeah.
And I don't like.
It's a sucky feeling.
Yeah. I don't like feeling like that. It's not manageable.
No, it's not. Was it yesterday I tried ADHD meds?
Mm-hmm.
It was.
How was that?
I took a 5 milligram Ritalin. I woke up before I even got out of bed. I took it. Mm-hmm. And I woke up at 7. So I was sitting there on my phone.
What made you go for it?
I was taking my reflux meds.
I was going to say heartburn medicine or something.
And it was in the same bottle.
Oh, and you were just like, fuck it?
Yeah, because I haven't taken it yet because I just really overthink it.
Yeah,
and I was just
too.
like, don't think about it. Boop, took it. And I was sitting, I was on my phone. I completely forgot I took it. I got up out of bed. I went and washed my face. And I was telling her, I don't really have a morning routine. This sounds bad, but I don't wash my face in the morning because of sensory issues and the fact that any part of my body being wet, if I'm not submerged in water, makes me want to fucking rip my eyes out.
I have that too, in the sense that I don't want any water coming down my arms or my wrists and shit being wet at all. So like if I'm not in the bath, unless I'm going to an eyelash appointment, I have to do a quick 1-2.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm not washing my face unless I'm in the bath.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
I wash my face once a day and it's in the bath.
Yeah. And so the thought of doing that just like fucking kills me, right?
Mm-hmm. And don't say that's why I have the cystic acne now, because it's not.
No,
it's not. I've been doing good.
So, I've been staying on my skincare routine. So I was for a while getting up and washing my face in the morning, but I fell off for a few days because of the fact I fell off in the mornings because getting my face wet was an issue. I woke up. I got out of the bed. I washed my face. I fucking got myself together without a second thought. Normally I have to sit on the bed for fucking 20 minutes. I have to turn the heater on. I have to sit in front of the heater. Everything takes me fucking 15 minutes to do. Mm-hmm. None of it. I just did it. I got in the car. As we were getting on the highway, I noticed my head was clear of thoughts. And normally I was saying it's like an apartment building, right? All different shit going on.
Yeah.
And it was clear. And I called her before I got to work and I was like, dude, I don't know if I like it or not. It's very weird. You know, I like live in chaos for so long. I think I've become so accustomed to it. Yeah. And so everything at work that day, I did. Nothing took me 5 minutes to get up. Like, it was very weird. It was very different. I will try it again.
It's kind of what we hoped for you to get on meds and be able to function.
I did notice I was a little more quiet.
That's not a bad thing.
Fuck you.
You never stop talking.
I like talking.
But you talk about Carolyn, but you're the same. You never stop, even narrating shit. You could be talking to the air.
I narrate everything.
You don't even have to be talking to a person. Home. You just never stop.
I'm like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to tie my shoe. I'm going to pick up this cigarette.
And then I'll be right back. And then, like you do that. So, but I could see the change being like scary or, because for me, like, I can chill, but when I'm manic, my brain is the apartment building. And then that becomes panicky because I get overwhelmed from it. So like, for me, it's like the opposite, but like, so when I get that change, I get panicky and it feels, fucked up and weird. I live in a state of overwhelm. But you're the opposite and that's your normal. So when you slow down,
it makes me feel, so I want to try, I'm going to do it again. Probably tomorrow. I'm gonna
why didn't you do it today?
Because we were recording and I wanted to be able to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Talk my normal.
Yeah.
I was worried. I didn't know if it would impede that. So
is that medicine? So that's like an as needed medicine, or is that like an instant medicine that works when you take it? That's not like you take it regularly and then you eventually.
Instant.
Okay.
It worked instant.
Yeah. I was wondering, do you have to take it for a few days to get the real effects, or do you get the real effects right away so you already know what to expect from it?
Right away.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah. Well, that's good that you could, I like medicines. Give me the outcome
immediately.
Yeah. So I know what I'm dealing with. Yeah. My medicines are always like
build-ups.
2 weeks we'll know. One day, 2 weeks from now, you'll be able to feel what they're going to do, and it's like, okay. And then, I have to wait for it to get out my system again. And like, it's I don't like them. And then some have been like, you'll get some side effects, but ride it out for the month and see if they level out. And it's like, I don't want to do that. Like, I want to know right away what it's going to do.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds better.
I agree. So I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pay attention so you know. But I got the stuff done I needed to get done yesterday.
I'm glad. And got able to I like it when I can get up and just do things.
That was fucking life-changing.
I feel like I have cement shoes a lot to where I cannot I have plans for art that is all laid out on my table. I'm talking about brushes, paints, fucking everything laid out. I cannot lift my legs to carry me there to fucking do it, or I'll look at laundry for 2 weeks and I cannot,
because it feels so overwhelming. You're like, I'll put it off.
I can't physically grab the basket. And then when I do it, it takes me 5 minutes to knock it out.
Or when you do start painting, you're like in the zone.
And then I get it done in a day.
Sooner?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And it makes me want to punch myself in the head.
It's fucked up.
Getting myself to do it is the battle.
Yes.
It's not the act itself. It's getting myself there to do it.
Yeah. There was no cement shoes.
Oh, God.
Yesterday.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
That was fucking cool.
If I could, I would get so much more done. Just in life, period, I would get so much more done. You guys would be mad if you saw like the level of ass I drag when it comes to doing regular day-to-day functions.
Right.
I know you wouldn't judge.
No, because it's me.
It's so fucked up.
It is.
It's really something as simple as like cleaning my bathroom floor, which sounds disgusting, but like, God damn, why can't I just do it? Or you know what I mean? Or like, ugh.
Yes.
Things like that. Yeah.
No, I get it. 100%.
I don't even know. Yeah. I don't like it. Maybe when I get back on my meds, I'll have more motivation because can't do it, can't do certain things in the order, or
Right,
like the time frame that I want to get shit done.
Well, yesterday I was like, is this what, like, air quote, normal people, like
you tell your
like
brain to do something and you can just do it.
You just get up and wash your face because you know you have to do it. You just do.
You don't have to think about it for 45
I didn't. Yeah, there was no thinking.
Yeah.
And I think that makes me want to take it again.
Yeah.
Because I felt very productive.
That's how, and I told you, that's when I took Adderall, the low dose, not the one that fucked me up, but when I took the very low dose, I felt like I had the world figured out. Like I could do anything. I was so fucking productive and just knocking shit out. And like you said, no hesitation. The hesitation kills, it's crippling.
It didn't make me high. There was no side effects.
Yeah.
I just felt, fucking air quote normal. Able to do stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is fucking wild.
I gotta describe that when I go for my doctor's appointment. Mm-hmm. I need something to make me feel able to do things.
Yes, not paralyzed. I feel paralyzed all the time.
The only things that I can guarantee I do are things that make me uncomfortable if I don't, which is like brushing my teeth, not taking a bath every day, unless I feel really fucked up or like sick or something, I'll skip. But like if I take a bath, I have to scrub it. Like I have to do my routines.
Yes.
That will make me uncomfortable if I don't.
Yes.
So those are unavoidable.
But sometimes I feel so overwhelmed by having to scrub the tub, I'll fucking won't take a bath.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Depends on how tired I am.
Yep.
It's wild.
Brains are fucking stupid.
They are.
Like, I have enough shit upsetting me and making life hard. I don't need my own brain to not be
working
on track.
Against me.
Yeah, and not be on board with me.
Like, bitch, we're supposed to be a team.
Getting things done. Yeah. It's just us. Like, let's do this.
Fucker.
It's so fucked up.
It is.
You will be proud of me, though. I think you and Mark will be proud of me because I started to call both of you.
What'd you do?
But I went yesterday and I got Peas a little bike off Facebook Marketplace by myself.
Shut the fuck up.
That's unheard of.
That's huge.
Unheard of.
Huge for you to meet a stranger by yourself.
And call them and fucking, I'm here. Tell me where to pull up.
Hey, have a conversation.
A little bit.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. That's unheard of. And I owe it to the sun because I think the sun put me in a good mood.
Powered you a little bit.
So I was like, she needs a little bike because she was at my niece's house last weekend and she was like on her little toddler, like a balance bike type thing. And she hella liked it. And I was like, oh, she needs one. So I found like a brand new one on Facebook Marketplace in Concord area. And I was like, okay, I need to get this. And I started to hit both of you like, can you guys run over there real quick and go get this for me? But I was like, you know what? I don't want to wait on anybody and see. So let me just reach out. And so I messaged her and the lady messaged me back and I was like, okay, I can do it. I can go get it. So I was like, all right, just let me know where I need to meet you. And I just thought about that meme with the boy, the guy holding the toaster, that one. And it's like me risking my life to meet a stranger.
For a $5 toaster? To sell the $5.
He looks nervous. And I thought about that and I was like, this person better not fucking kill me. So I made Bunny ride with me.
Well, you're getting killed too, Bunny.
It's me and you.
Together, baby.
So we rode over there and I was just like, I'm gonna do it. And I was like, fuck, I'm zelling her. So I'm gonna have to talk to her for a second while I zell her. I couldn't just hand her cash because I didn't have cash.
Was she cool?
Yeah, she was. But
I'm fucking proud of you.
I was thinking and I told Bunny this, I was rambling about it, but I was like, she looked at my Facebook. I wasn't really thinking of, because I reached out on Facebook. She saw I have an inverted cross on my forehead. There's not many posts on my Facebook feed, but the ones that are there is like Witches for Palestine.
Right.
So she for sure saw that. She did see probably that I have a podcast that's in my bio and I have like a thing of us as my like header on there. So she saw that and I was just like, whatever, she agreed to it. So she must not be too judgy. Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Yeah, she was a white lady, so I was like a little nervous of being judged and whatnot, but it was fine. It was smooth. She asked me what my kid's name was and stuff. I got a little helmet to go with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see her write it.
Yeah, so
that's really fucking huge for you. You should be proud of yourself.
Yeah. Yep.
That's fucking big.
I am. I was like, that was a big deal in my head.
For
like,
real.
I would never fucking
You guys
do
know
that.
how many people I've messaged and talked to for her?
I just don't.
You would understand.
Yeah.
Like,
even
it's
people
huge.
I know, like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to do it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking doing it. So
I'm not
it's a
fucking doing
big deal. Yeah.
No, for real. I spent my day yesterday. I got a call yesterday morning. And I've mentioned it here before. I don't talk about it too much, but I'm next of kin for my grandfather's cousin, my Uncle Frank. And he's been in an assisted living facility for about the last 9 years. He has Alzheimer's, dementia. I probably should have went to see him more than I have, but I'm so fucking busy and overwhelmed. Mind you, there's
Do you know him like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Him and my grandpa were very close.
Okay.
So him and their other cousin, my Aunt Jackie, would be at our house. And they would have, like, card night. And
Yeah.
they'd go to dinner.
Cute.
Very cute. I've always loved Uncle Frank. He has 5 children. None of them are anywhere to be seen. I can't get a hold of any of them. I've been trying for years. So I get a call yesterday from a hospital. And they're like... your Uncle Frank was brought in. He's dehydrated. Mind you, he's 90. They're like, he's actively in the middle of a heart attack. He has Alzheimer's, dementia. We need to ask you, he's a DNR, but he said, my personal opinion as a doctor is maybe if this is 20 or 30 years ago, I'd say have him go to the cath lab, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. Don't do any of that. Make sure he's pain-free. Make sure he's comfortable. I'll be out there when I get off work. No life-saving intervention.
So that's his decision, right? When you're a DNR, only you can make that decision for yourself,
yes.
right?
Unless someone has medical power of attorney.
Which I don't think he has, right? Because didn't you say his wife been gone?
My Uncle Frank been divorced for decades.
Oh, okay.
So there's...
Wait, so is she living? Mm-mm. Okay.
It's just me, basically.
Yeah.
And the way that I became next of kin is when he was first put there, and the head person that takes care of fucking intake and whatever, all that shit, found me on Facebook and called me through Facebook. And they were like, we can't find any other relatives. And
Who put him in there?
He had got hurt, went into the hospital, and the hospital recommended he go there because they could tell he was having dementia symptoms, Alzheimer's, whatever. So that's how I became next of kin.
And he's just been on his own forever.
And the only ones that I know of that have went to visit him are me and Carolyn.
What the fuck? How do you have a parent? I don't know their relationship.
So,
I don't know.
I made sure to ask other family members. He was not an abuser. He was not a molester. When the kids were young, apparently, he divorced. Him and the mom got divorced. You got to think this is back in 60s. So, single dads weren't a huge thing back then. And so it was a bad divorce. From what I was told, the kid's mom, ex-wife, the kids went to live with her. She very much badmouthed him. So
they just
never fucked with him.
Yeah. Okay.
I think there's one that did, but he hasn't been around in 10 years. I can't find him. So
let him go. God,
I reached out to the family members. I do know they're on Facebook. Yesterday, I let them all know. Only one called me back. They didn't seem...
And they didn't really care?
Super interested in going to see him. And I'm like, well, I know what I can live with, and I'm not going to let him die alone, especially out of respect for my grandpa.
That just makes me so sad. Like, you live this life, and you never think that you'll end up, like, that and alone on top of it, like, what the fuck?
Alzheimer's
like,
dementia is already horrible. Oh my God. So I go in there with Will. Y'all
you guys went yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're going to think some of you listeners might think I'm fucked up, but I don't care. You know, I deal with shit with humor. So when we first walk in, the room is dark. The hallway lighting is in. It's a very small Catholic hospital he's in. Mm-hmm. And he's laying in the bed. You know, he's out. He has a face mask, like, you know, COVID face mask.
Oh, uh-huh.
But it's over his eyes. And we turn the corner and he's in the bed going, oh, waving his arms. And Will looked at me and made his cheeks big and I turned around and I was like, don't fucking look at me, bitch. And we had to walk in the hallway and laugh. Then we went back in. I took the fucking mask off his eye.
Was he being a ghost?
That's what it looked like. He was doing spooky.
He was being spooky.
Like this. Oh, and the face mask is over his eyes. And I'm like, oh my fucking God.
He was being a ghost. He was practicing.
My God. So when I told Mark about it, he started crying, laughing. It was just so funny.
God damn it.
So they had to come in and like change his catheter and shit. I was like, he needs pain meds. He's obviously in pain because of his advanced state of dementia. His speech isn't like yours or mine. It's very much like, but I can distinguish.
It's like what?
Fuck you. It has like a, I don't want to. Fuck you guys. But you know what I mean. Go to hell, everybody. All you laughing. So I know what he's saying, though. You know, the nurses couldn't distinguish what he was saying, but I could tell what he was saying.
You're like, I speak
this. This is fucking my people. Okay? I'm pro. So, you know, I'm talking to him. You know, I'm like, it's okay, Uncle Frank. I'm like, we need to get him some pain meds. Girl, they give him Tylenol, IV Tylenol. I'm like, no.
Give him
He just literally had
morphine.
a fucking heart attack.
Give him
heart
fentanyl.
attack this morning.
Yeah, heart attack.
The hot shot him, bro.
English, and you said give him fentanyl.
Yes.
Now.
So I was like, no. She was like, we don't have any doctor's orders. And I was like, well, can you please get doctor's orders?
Before I start going through drawers.
And flipping out. So she went and did that. I went over and I stood, you know, he was asleep, and then I saw him open his eyes. And it's crazy because the client that I take care of with Alzheimer's and him have the same look in their eyes. I can tell when they're with us and when they're not here. So he was
like, who the fuck are you?
So listen, he wasn't there for a minute. Mm-hmm. And then he closed his eyes and he opened his eyes and he was Uncle Frank. And I was rubbing
Did he know who you were?
I was rubbing his face. And I said, Uncle Frank, it's Crystal, Bill's granddaughter. You remember me? And his eyes got a little wet. And he said, I do.
He was lying.
I don't remember.
He was fucking lying.
No, bitch. He was there. And it made me get all teary-eyed. It made me feel really bad. Like, fuck, I should have been here more. But I'm only one person.
Yeah.
So I talked with him for a minute. Hey, that man has the thickest, most beautiful, full head of silver hair I've ever seen in my fucking life. He's always been known for his hair. But
He's
when I
90 with hella hair?
Not one strand has fallen out. When I say thick, I mean like 5 times my hair.
Wow.
Beautiful. And we just stayed and talked to him for like an hour, hour and a half. Left. I've been on the phone all morning at work with fucking social workers. They're going to put him in hospice. He's going to go back to the care facility. He's going to go into hospice. The doctor said at the most, because as of right now, he's not eating and drinking. So I'm hoping it will be fast.
Yeah.
A couple weeks. So I'm going to make it. I have to go there tomorrow to talk to the fucking facility.
That's so crazy that they found you on Facebook and now you're the decision maker for him just by genetics.
Yes.
Like,
that's crazy to me.
It is. It really is. Because if not, then what? What were they going to do if you were nowhere to be found? You know, like,
I don't know. And then my other fear was if I need to find out, because he was I believe he was a veteran. I need to find out if he has his stuff in order, because if he passes,
you might have some money coming.
Or I will
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I don't think so. I think
no, I'm
fucking
just kidding.
Poor. I wish. That would be beautiful. No. But, I doubt it.
Yeah.
But I'm worried, like, I can't afford to pay for his shit.
Right. But I mean, at that point, when there's no money, like, they just get rid of them. They do.
Just throw them in the dumpster.
No, I mean, they dispose of them however, legally they're supposed to.
I think cremation's cheapest, so I think that's what they would probably do. But I'm like...
At that point, the county would do it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to find out.
Yeah.
I need to find out everything, so... But it makes me feel very... Obviously, I don't know the full story of why he's estranged from them, but it does make me feel like, I don't know. I personally could not do that.
Do what?
Let my dad die by himself.
No, fuck no. But then I'm thinking, like, if they had no relationship with him at all from the 60s.
Could be a stranger.
Then they don't really know him. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that detached.
I think there was some on and off over the years with, like, 2 of the kids from what I was told today. I don't fucking know.
Because otherwise, what is wrong with y'all? Like, yeah, that's just to have somebody alone like that. Like, I don't know.
And then I'm like, the other nieces, that I messaged, like...
Yeah. They don't want the problem. They don't want to deal with it.
And that's, I think, what it comes down to is people don't want to deal with it.
I think most people are like that. They don't want to deal with anything if they don't have to, and if they don't feel like they have a relationship with him or anything. I don't know. Just as a person, though, that's really fucked up. Like, I wouldn't leave.
I wouldn't let a stranger die alone if I knew they were dying. It's not in me. You know how I am.
Yeah.
Bitch. And then when he recognized me and I just saw what state he was in, like, fuck.
Yeah.
Man. And then I think, like, he's the last one from my grandparents' generation.
Oh.
All my grandpa's siblings are dead.
Yeah.
My grandma has a brother, but I hate him. I hope he fucking dies.
Yeah. He should die.
Yeah, my grandma's brother. Oh, he's a cocksucker. But that's it. He's the last one.
Being the last one sucks. My grandpa was the last one, and he was just begging.
He wanted to die for a long time.
He wanted to die for fucking 10 years or something. He wanted to die. Like he
I can't imagine.
Yeah,
it's
I can't
so fucked up.
And I was kind of like, is it his karma? Like, because he was in the war and shit, and I really thought that. Like, is this some type of karma for him?
You get to watch everyone you love die.
He was a kid in the war, and he was on a ship, so it's not like he was out shooting people and shit. But I don't know. I wasn't around, I don't be knowing what people did back in their day or how shady they were or whatever, who fucking knows? So I was just like, God, he's suffering still being here and being the only one here. But he grew up really fucked up anyway. Like, when his sister died, she stayed in New York. They're from New York. And he didn't even go to her funeral. Like,
really?
It was just like, he cried about it and he was sad, but it was just like, that's it, I don't even think he went to his brother's funeral.
Damn.
And his brother he was close with. Like, that was his Moose Lodge buddy, and, like, going dancing and card nights and holidays and shit. They had their own, like, adult Christmas parties they did. Him and his brother's wife were very, close, and with my grandma. And, like, when he died, he didn't even go to his funeral. So, like, my grandpa was a very, like...
He was very stoic.
Yeah, very. And not affectionate.
Yeah.
And not like that, just that weird generation. He was very abused as a kid.
A lot of men of that fucking generation were like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's weird. And it carries over into generations.
The men don't show emotion generation.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you're a weak woman.
And don't really show affection either.
Yeah.
Like, so fucking...
That's for women.
Yeah, so then there's generations down the line like me who's very weird about affection, because I grew up in their house and I didn't have any, my younger childhood when I should have had it, and then I got it later, but it was kind of too late because I was already weird by then. You know? Yeah, it's fucked up.
So I make sure to say I love you to her all the time and fucking hug her.
And I just walk out the door.
Yep. She goes, bye. I'm like, I love you so much.
Yes, I just leave.
Shit.
Men and women's deodorant. I don't know if we've ever talked about this. I mentioned it earlier to a friend.
I go back and forth.
Does Mark wear women's deodorant?
Dove.
Yeah, he does?
Yeah.
So, that became normalized because men in jail realized that the women's one was the better one to
A
use.
lot, yeah.
And that's when
My
it
brothers
really,
use women's too, I believe.
They do?
I believe they use Dove.
and they were never inmates. How do they know that?
No.
So my dear Des, said because women be mustier and was like laughing, and I was like, perhaps, I don't know.
It's
but
called
the
menopause hormone surges.
But the women's one is for sure the better option. I have used men's deodorant in a pinch, and it was like sticky, or it just didn't work as good.
The only one
like,
I used that worked good was by Old Spice, and it was the Wolf Thorn one. And it smelled so fucking good. But, I have to alternate deodorants because, they quit working after a while.
Yeah.
So,
I switched.
I haven't been able to find it again.
I think Bunny used to wear men's for a long time, but I just feel like they don't.
I think I got her one of those before.
She used to wear them for years. I think she might still sometimes. I don't know. But yeah, I was just like wondering now what I'm fond of men that wear women's deodorant. It's just, I like it. Makes me think you're a little open-minded, or I don't know.
I'm definitely fond of that, but I'm fond of also men that show affection. I was watching a video and it was like, two dudes.
Like with their friends?
Yeah, hugged, kissed
like
each
that.
other on the forehead and was like, I love you, bro, before they left.
Yeah.
That's so attractive to me.
I like that. That's sweet.
It's so attractive to, show your people you love them.
Yeah, that's nice.
I like that.
Speaking of, you seen what's all coming out with Diddy?
No.
Even more.
Okay, so I saw a photo of him and Meek Mill. But I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
So there's a new lawsuit.
I know there's a whole bunch of shit with, like, at the time the Cassie stuff came out and all that. But
so that happened. He immediately settled, paid her however many million,
Hush up.
wanted it to go away. I mean, like within 24 hours, he cashed her out, which was very telling, right?
Yeah.
Guilt, like
that's for real. Hush
sign,
money.
neon sign, guilt. You don't want the shit to come out. And the shit that was already named in the court docs that came out was bad enough, right? Like trafficking her and like all kinds of abuse.
Disgusting.
He's a monster. So then when that happened, some other people felt comfortable coming out about bad experience they had with him, like him blowing up Kid Cudi's car in his driveway and like all this other shit that, a lot of shit that he like either paid people to make go away or not come out, or just, it just didn't really come out. Well, now there's another lawsuit that's coming out. And in this one, it's crazy because like without naming people, they're describing them in a way that's basically naming them. So like rapper, from Philly, that used to date Nicki Minaj, and like, like party photos were included in the complaint. One of which showed like Cuba Gooding Jr., who's a known fucking pervert, fucking,
molester.
He was like touchy-feely on a boat and shit, allegedly, with the guy, in a public place, but like coming on to men in unwanted physical advances, allegedly. And then, it's coming out about this weird relationship with the rapper who everybody put two and two together that is allegedly Meek Mill. And so now there's all these videos that people are like, now this makes sense. And it's like, fuck, it's like photos of him and Diddy like dressed as twins that you saw.
This consensual?
And leaning into, well, with him it is consensual, but there were like the guy suing, it wasn't consensual.
Right.
And then with this guy that like had Cuba Gooding Jr. Allegedly, making sexual advances in the photos and shit, that wasn't consensual. So it's basically another lawsuit coming out about that. And then other people were like telling stories on podcasts and interviews and shit. I'm seeing clips of one was on Joe Budden's podcast explaining his weird harassment and almost stalking from Diddy, and he's just a menace. He's a fucking menace. Like someone made a good point. He sounds like
a really bad, just a bad human.
If only someone made a good point and said, if only 10% of this shit is true, he's finished. But like all of it as a whole, it's so much shit. Underage girls hookers, fucking abuse of them, fucking just all this shit, just all this fucking shit. All these clips are coming out of him like on video calling all these dudes daddy. Like he would call Meek Mill daddy all the time, and it just, they're like now reading these complaints that are going, you know, to court. Like it makes everything just look so much darker, so much fucking darker. It's really gross.
You think money corrupted him, or do you think
I think he was
shit
already
first?
He's accused of murder and hella shit with Kim Porter
Before he was hella rich.
No, as he was successful, but like I think he just always has had it in him, you know, like no problems with doing evil, corrupt shit and fucking
Put him in prison.
making it go away. Yeah, he's awful. And just to watch all of his shit crumble in real time, it's kind of like
It's deserving.
you're getting what you deserve. He also,
Great.
not too long ago, got his whole back tattooed of this Haitian voodoo deity that is a fierce protector of women and children.
What?
And, you know, I was on social media talking to a few people about it because I was like, he really shouldn't have got that tattoo. And I just put a smiley face. And it's like a few women I know that are, you know, just familiar with spirituality and deities and whatnot. And it's like, we can't fathom why he would have got her of all people in the first place.
Is he mocking?
I don't know, because why would you get her of all people?
Right.
Like, she's not, she's someone that people pray to when they're in a abusive relationship, when they are victims of rape, when they are like women seek her out for protection from violent men
like himself.
Yeah, abusive parents, abusive spouses, like she's a protector for all of that. So it's like, what reason would you have as a man? Also, you know, we later find out is a horrible abuser and possible murderer and all this other alleged shit. But like, why on earth would you get it? Like, that's a good question. Is he mocking? Like, was he?
That's the only thing I can think of, because
I don't know.
Why else?
I think he got the image, a huge image of her, but I think there's even the child, because a lot of her images include a child. And I think there's both on his back, if I'm not mistaken.
He's gross.
Can you look that up? The tattoo? I'm just curious, but I don't think he's ever said why he got it. He did share photos, progress photos as he was getting it, because it's a huge piece. And then when people finally saw the final product and saw what it was, like, and who it was,
the fuck?
I remember everyone on social media being baffled, like, why would he get her? You know? It's very fucking weird. Yeah.
I'm curious.
But it makes sense.
It's a beautiful
It is beautiful.
photo. I mean, beautiful tattoo, because he's not beautiful. That shit is beautiful.
Yeah.
Why would he get it? Is the child with?
Yeah. I want it to have her name, because on this it says Virgin Mary, and it's not the Virgin Mary. It's a Haitian deity.
Can you look up the name of the Haitian deity, please? Sorry, we're looking it up.
How do you spell it?
Izili, there it goes. Go backspace some. Backspace. Izili Dantor. She also goes by Izuli sometimes. Izili and Erzuli. Either one. She goes by both. But
Put back that. No, go back. Sorry, go back to. Okay, so a goddess spirit or Loa of love in Haitian voodoo. She has several manifestations of incarnations, but why would he get that?
yeah, he never said why. So it's weird to me.
The divinity of love. Oh my God, he definitely.
Yeah, I don't know if it explains it here.
Wow. For those of you watching on video, we have a big monitor up to the left. That's what we're looking at, not just staring into space.
Thinking about it. Yeah, no. I don't know why he got it, but it's funny that once he gets it, because it was a fairly recent tattoo, his world just crumbles. I just like that to be the power of spirituality and deities. That's what I'm chalking it to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Feminine spirits can personify different aspects of womanhood.
Yeah. Yeah. Why would you get it?
And look what happened.
Guess that backfired, daddy.
Ugh.
Daddy. He's on a lot of shows. He was on Breakfast Club and hella shit. He just calls people daddy all the time. And like, he's been called out on it and he doesn't really have an explanation. And he
Can
just,
you imagine I just go around calling everyone mommy?
He was on another show and they were like, there's been like other artists too, like Fabulous, another rapper and shit, was like, yeah.
Who's an
like,
abuser?
Who's another abuser. Right.
Allegedly.
He has tried to like, they've spoken out about how he is very forceful and very aggressive and trying to like spend the night with them and fucking go out with them and all this shit. There's some alleged rumors that Usher was involved in the fucking trafficking of the underage girl. One of his sons is in trouble, also named in the court documents about partaking in this trafficking and abuse of fucking women and underage girls. It's gross. It's really fucking gross.
That shit is sick.
You can see the actual documents and shit on Twitter. Twitter is still such a good resource for shit like that, because a lot of the shit that be censored and immediately taken down on Instagram, they keep it up. So that is one thing it's good for.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's gross, and I would just like to see him get taken down for everything, you know? And if the things that people say are true and the stuff that he was accused of in the past, just like with Kim and everything, like, he has it coming. It's like, might be his time.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
While we're on the subject of spirituality a little bit, I need to cleanse this place as soon as possible.
Or did something else happen?
Yes.
Since the last time we talked?
Yes.
What happened now?
Last night, I was sitting in the garage. I'd been in there well over an hour.
Yeah.
And I was in my usual spot. This isn't what I'm talking about, but I'm going to tell you what led to me moving. Mm-hmm. I'm smoking a cigarette and shit. Girl, here comes a big old spider on its little web from the rafter down right in front of my face, 3 inches. I said, oh,
I've had
mama.
some almost land on my fucking nose when I was doing dishes before, and I do not appreciate it.
I got up and I was like, you're so rude. You can live here with me, but don't come on me.
Don't try to land in my lap.
She goes back up and has something in her web and starts spinning it, which is really cool. But I moved my chair. And so I'm facing the 2 bins of dog food we have right outside the door. And there's a plastic bag with some food in it on the fucking top of one.
Oh, okay.
Mind you, I've been in the garage over an hour. So it's not like something was falling. I watched this bag go like this. Slide straight over, fall straight down. Not topple. It goes like this.
That's fun. While you're alone. Good times.
And I just immediately was like, this has to be cleansed. Like, immediately, I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's not funny no more. It's not cool. None of it. Like, it's bothering me. It's starting to scare me.
Stuff.
And Naya was like, well, maybe it's Nona really messing with it. And I'm like, it's not, because Nona would know that it's starting to freak me out.
You. Exactly. Yes. They're not going to, anybody that you love is not going to go to the point that they're upsetting you.
It's extreme.
That's the difference. Yeah. Like, I'll get you some stuff.
To me, it's extreme.
Yeah.
And I just want it to stop.
Yeah. I feel you.
I'd be on edge hella bad in the garage.
Yeah. One day a chainsaw comes on when you're in there.
No, the lawnmower fucking comes raging toward me. Like, what's next? I don't want it.
For real.
There's hella tools out there.
Yeah.
Power tools.
You don't need that.
No. Fucking enough.
I feel you. I'll get you some stuff. That's scary.
It is. I'm over it. Fuckers.
I don't know if you heard, but Chevy's in Emeryville is closing. I think April 16th or something.
So Vallejo's going to be even way more crowded.
I know. I will say, the one in Emeryville's food has been really bad for like the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, it's been there for a while, but I'm talking about so bad that like we've been given like brown guacamole. Like, me and my cousin, me and a couple friends, like, we've done dine and dash. We've like got our shit and been like, we're not fucking doing this, and just bounced more than once in the last 10 years.
Just left the food on the table.
Like, it was so fucking bad. So that one has always been known for the worst food. So I'm not that sad about about that one going. Hilltop was the best, and that one is gone. So I hope you guys are happy. Food wise, that one was the best.
The best.
So now we're left with Vallejo.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if Bayfair, they used to have one, but I don't really be going that far out unless I need to. That ain't around the corner for us.
No.
So,
and I like Chevy's.
I do too. Somebody today was like, when was the last time somebody's been to Chevy's either? And I was like, shit, I go once a year.
Fried ice cream.
At least once a year. I like it.
I do too.
Yeah. The one in Concord, Ben left. Like, there used to be one over in Pleasant Hill. That one got shut down. I went to that one when I used to live out that way. But yeah, so I don't know. I think there's one in like Antioch way, I think. Is there?
I don't know. I'd have to look.
Is there, guys?
Is there magic monitor?
He just turned it off for us.
He said, there's your answer.
I'm going to look it up and then turn it off.
I thought it was already off.
Nope. Okay,
no.
Well, we'll just guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm telling you.
I like it, though.
I've always loved
there's
Chevy's.
Fairfield. Okay, Union City, Fairfield.
Well.
South City. I've been to that one when I used to hoe out there. It was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I don't know.
That sucks.
Hope you guys are happy.
Economy's hitting everybody, huh?
Another thing, Macy's in Union Square, which I don't go unless I'm going to Cheesecake Factory at the top floor, but they're closing down.
It's been there forever.
Yeah, and people are upset.
5 stories.
Yeah, and I've never shopped at that one, and I was like, when was the last time somebody's been to a Macy's? Like, I don't go into Macy's, but I've come up with the theory, I think men are keeping them open, because a lot of men I know were like, I was just there 2 weeks ago, I go for polo, because they do carry polo. So that makes sense to me. Men were like, I could get good blazers there during holiday time. Yeah. That makes sense. But
older women, I see older women in there.
Estee Lauder, someone said. That makes sense, I guess.
Why is it shutting down, did they say?
Maybe low sales, probably. I think they own the building, though. So maybe they're going to sell the building. I don't know. But I hope the Cheesecake Factory don't go away, because I do like to partake in a little Buffalo Blasts every now and then and a Bloody Mary.
Those are so good.
And it's Union Square, so like that's a good location. But the last time I went to a Macy's, like when there was still one in Richmond, I would run in for MAC because they sold MAC.
Same, or my perfume.
Yeah, but other than that, like anything else there, I could get at like Target or somewhere, like they don't really sell anything for women that I can't get somewhere else. So I think it's the men keeping them open. And so we could do without.
Yeah, clothing prices in there be ridiculous sometimes to me.
Yeah.
The last time I went. Many moons ago.
This is gross. Wendy's is testing out Uber-style surge pricing.
I saw that.
Don't you get no motherfucking ideas, fast food places.
Because my thing is, are you going to increase employees' wages during those surge times as well?
Or you just get more profit?
Because that's shitty.
Yeah, of course they're just going to get more profit. They won't dare share the wealth with the fucking employees. Surge pricing for food.
Boycott that shit at fucking surge hours.
Don't go to no more Wendy's. No more fucking, like, that's bullshit. I think that's really rude.
That's greedy.
It's greedy and it's food. Like, don't fuck people more over like them needing, when they need food more. The times of day that they might need food more. That's a really shitty thing to test out. And okay, they said they won't. They said they won't use it.
Okay, good.
Because when I saw that rumor, I was like, Taco Bell, don't you get no motherfucking ideas.
Because
do not.
It just is greedy.
It's greedy. And it's greedy with the worst thing to be greedy about, food. Food that
already make millions.
That is already something that poor people, you know what I mean? Like food that would affect, it ain't gonna hella hurt people with money. It's affordable, fast food, cheap shit. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna it's gonna affect people that might need better priced food to begin with, that are going there. You know, don't do that.
That's so shitty. So at least they fucking smarted up and
Okay, let's
didn't
see.
do
In
it.
an email to CNN, Wendy's was more blunt. We will not implement surge pricing, which is the practice of raising prices when demand is highest. This was not a change in plans. It was never our plan to raise prices when... Okay, so was it a rumor?
What was it?
Am I lying to y'all?
No, because I saw it.
Oh, they saw the backlash and they were like, just kidding, guys. We would never fucking do
Tricked
that to
ya.
y'all.
Early April Fools.
We would never do that. Okay. Well, yeah. Get it out your motherfucking heads.
That would have been really
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah. I'll never forget the
Whoever
story.
called it surge pricing made the worst marketing mistake you can think of.
For y'all. Because you were testing it. You were giving it a little try.
Yeah. Dynamic pricing.
You want to call it that. Call it what it is, bitch.
Greed.
I'll never forget the story you told me of a friend that you had that worked there and told you this chili secret. Tell them the chili secret.
So back when my friend worked there, if they made a burger wrong and the customer brought the burger back and was like, this burger's not right,
And they just had old burgers.
they would take the patty, wipe it
Out
off,
the burger.
throw it in the chili pot, even if there was a bite out of it.
That's really fucked up.
And this is not allegedly.
this is
I
for
know
real.
it happened.
So yeah, don't necessarily
This is back in the early 2000s,
expect the
but
finest.
gross.
Don't expect the finest chili. I don't know. And the finger I don't know. Well, that was a setup, I guess, right?
What?
The guy that sued them when he found a finger in the chili.
I think it came
I
out
think it
that he
was his
set it
finger
up.
or something, right? Somehow it wasn't their fault, but he almost won that one.
Can you imagine?
I respect the fucking
Hustle.
effort, the effort of that
Absolutely.
scam.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
They identified the finger. The finger lady comes clean.
She said she could only keep quiet for so long. Same finger
Crystal
lady.
ruined the scam.
I told everybody.
Oh my god! But that had people not fucking with it. Look, it was a San Jose Wendy's. That
Yes.
I remember that. This was 2005. People, some of y'all might not even be born then.
She got the severed finger from her husband's coworker who
Yep.
lost it in an
she
industrial
foiled
accident.
the fucking plan.
You should have shut up. Tape that bitch's
I'm
mouth
surprised
shut.
she didn't go to jail. That cost them an estimated $21 million in lost business
I
because
cooked
people
it.
were terrified. Like, oh fuck no. I remember the rumors and everything.
She said, I cooked it. During the interview, she said she prepared the piece of ring finger at her Las Vegas home, then
Then
drove
it
to San Jose where she dropped it in her chili.
You was supposed to get chili in
She
San
sauteed
Jose
it a little bit.
and cook it so it had the chili in the meat, in the finger. She didn't do it right.
No.
She should have sauteed it in the chili. Don't just
sauteed
drop
it
a
at
cooked
home.
one, a pre-cooked finger. I'm not buying that. This was cooked before you dunked it.
I can
The bitch
see
said,
the
I
burn
learned
marks.
my lesson and I just want to move on with my life.
I bet you do.
I hope she got a divorce. I hope the friend did it. They were like, bitch, we could be fucking millionaires.
We gave
right
you
now.
that fucking finger for a purpose,
They're
and you
from Vegas.
fucking ruined it, bitch.
They're probably in gambling debt. They owe a fucking shark.
They're like, go to California and get over it. They
Drive
have
this shit
liberal
to the bay.
laws.
That bitch, Anna Ayala.
Wow.
Shame on you for fucking up the plan, bitch.
You dropped the bag, lady.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
Well, at least they're not doing surge pricing.
Yeah,
So
thank
that's
God.
good.
Can all breathe a little easier.
I gotta take my son gun shopping. I hate that it's come to this because he's a young black man.
Great. Did
But-
something happen?
He just, where he be at is just bad, and it just gets worse. The 9 to 5 period, it's like the further you go, the worse it gets. It's just bad, bad, bad. And he told me a story this morning, so I'm gonna share it because I can't stop running my mouth.
Love it.
Yesterday, him and his dad went to dinner. The selfish motherfuckers sent me a picture, thought it was all funny. They went to a place I love. They were like,
Fuckers.
oh, you would have took too long, so we had to go. Oh, for real? Then
You're like, I have
then
no
you-
problem rolling out of the house.
Then you should have kept it to yourself. Why are you sending me a picture laughing?
to rub it in.
Yes, that fucked me up.
Assholes.
So then here's what the universe did to them after. They did that without me. And then that night, I guess they came home. They went to a relative's house. They were sitting out in front of the house talking. I had some other relatives that were in front of the house. They're chopping it up, talking. It's not super late. All of a sudden, a big like SUV pulls up, a big black SUV, gets on the brakes, like screeches slams on the fucking brakes in front of them, bounces out the car holding a shotgun, cocks it, is holding it in the air, aiming it at probably the worst possible person on the planet.
Oh,
you
God,
can aim
I
a
know
fucking
who you're
gun
talking
at.
about.
Excuse me. Screams out to a neighbor, is that them? Is that them? That neighbor, who is this person's sister, comes out and is like, no, that's not them. So he almost lost his motherfucking life overreacting and not thinking clearly. First of all, who rides around with a shotgun? First
And bounces out on people they don't know, even if it's the people they're looking for.
It just further proves this is the wild, wild west, and like maybe you should have something on you. You know what I'm saying? Or around you, or accessible. I don't fucking know. But what ended up happening was this neighbor, the way she was described to me, she sounds like a tweaker. That's allegedly, I don't fucking know that. But, you know, whatever. Possible tweaker lady was at a 7-Eleven around the corner and her car got shot up. My son told me she had like duct tape covering the bullet holes and shit. I don't know what's going on. She came home and like covered it. That's her brother that pulled up with the shotgun and got out and pumped it and like was that them? You're not thinking clearly, because why would they be chilling in front of her house? She had enough time to duct tape these bullets. Like, did it happen today? Did it happen yesterday? When did it happen?
People are losing their fucking minds.
That she had time to do that because she did a patch job on the car already, and you're pulling up.
She did body work
with
already.
the pump going crazy. Yes. So I'm like, he almost lost his fucking life making irrational decisions like that. Is he a tweaker? Like, I don't know. It's just a lot of shit going on. So maybe it is time he gets one.
No, yeah. And you know, it is the Wild West. I was just reading, I don't know if you saw this, that in Arizona, is that where they are, or
Alabama,
where they
the migrants,
where
Arizona,
where they're trying to pass a bill to make it legal to shoot migrants on your property,
to murder. It said kill, not shoot, kill. They're passing a bill that would make it legal if you felt
so they're like, this is how we're going to handle illegal immigration.
Yeah,
we're going to just slaughter them.
You can murder them. Yeah, and it's good.
We're losing our fucking minds. The humanity is gone off this planet. Yeah. It's absolute fucking hell.
Yeah.
And then the one where the
Another
bill to propose
state,
conceal and carry without a permit.
Without a permit, without any safety training. Texas is already like that. They've already done that. Open carry with an unregistered, no gun license, no nothing.
We're just out here playing fucking Wild Bill.
And some people were defending it like, well, I'm in Texas and people thought it was going to go to shit, but it's actually been fine. I mean, that doesn't mean I want it to be that.
Everywhere?
Yeah. So now it's another state in the South, that not California, that is, trying to do it. But I believe it's Alabama that's trying to pass it.
It's an A state.
Yeah.
It's just the migrant thing fucking, I just was like, this is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Like, just any gun. Just find any gun. Carry it.
Kill them.
Take it in fucking Chevys. Wherever
Shoot
you go.
the migrants.
Wendy's.
Oh, they're not on your property, but almost.
Kill them.
Shoot them.
Kill
Fuck
them.
it.
We got to get rid of them. Kill them.
Too many.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's fucking sick. We have I think we have some write-ins.
Okay. Oh, wait. I want to tell another story.
Oh, let's do it.
Now, this is a story I already told, but when I mentioned it on my social media, a lot of people were like, excuse me, what the fuck? So I'm going to retell it.
Those are my favorite.
When the dog bit me. Did I tell that recently?
What dog?
The pit bull that bit my pussy.
It was maybe a year and a half ago.
Okay.
It's
I'm
been a
glad
while.
you have some concept of what we talk about. I'm going to tell it again so I can share a clip.
Okay.
So this was in the early 2000s. I'm on my way to my niece or nephew's birthday party. My brother-in-law lived in a duplex. He lived in the back. In the front, there was a tree. The resident in the front part of the duplex had a big, huge, scary, sandlot type size pit bull.
Fuck it.
On a big, rusty, heavy ass fucking chain. It lived. And this chain was hella long, but we thought it was like longer than it actually was.
And the dog was hell of unhappy.
The dog.
Poor baby.
Yeah, it was just, I mean, I didn't ask him, was he unhappy? But that's where he lived, you know? But he was like, the perimeter of that whole yard was his territory. Like, you know, no kids were playing over there, nothing like that.
Yeah.
So I pull up in the driveway, we get out the car. I don't know what it was. For some reason that day, I walked in front of the kids. And, you know, usually, especially for a birthday party, they're excited, whatever. I would have had them run ahead of me, right?
Right.
Something told me that day for me to walk in front of them. Thank God I did. I'm walking, and the fucking huge ass dog, I can still remember it, walks right up to me casually, didn't bark, didn't run, didn't
like,
look
hi.
mad. I thought he was being cool. Walked up to me and politely took a huge fucking bite, leaned in and bit my fucking pussy. I still remember we had just got H&M around
Through
that time.
jeans.
Through jeans that were like patchwork jeans. So not only were they regular jeans,
Double stitched.
but they were like double and triple stitched. Like they had hella, like I remember they were kind of expensive. They were hella cute. Like, I love those jeans. Took a fucking bite of my pussy, pulled back. I'm like in shock. I like didn't bark, nothing. I snatched myself back. I like pushed the kids back. I take steps back. I look, there's blood and there's a hole. It ate the denim right there. Luckily it just barely like broke the skin. It wasn't like a full on bite, but like it barely broke the skin. And then I had like a big blood blister, like from a pinch. All on the side of my pussy. Great fucking place for it. And yeah, that was terrifying. And so now I'm like overly scared of dogs.
I got bit by a stray pit bull.
Because the way they act really don't indicate what they're finna do to you. That dog was hella calm and not running and not rushing me or anything. It just politely walked up and took a bite. And that's fucked up and scary. Yes. But thank God it was me and not the kids. And then what ended up happening after that, we called the police, of course. I don't even think the owners were home. We called the police. They come out. It's the sheriff because we're in an unincorporated neighborhood. The sheriff shows up. It was a lady sheriff. It bit the sheriff's leg. As soon as she got to the driveway, bit her fucking leg. They ended up shooting it.
And you want to know why it was aggressive? Because it lived on a chain.
Yeah.
That's why. And it probably was neglected.
Yeah.
And that
I think it probably had
probably
some mental...
the best thing for the dog was to be euthanized.
Yeah.
Because what a miserable fucking life. You're ignored on a chain.
Yep.
You never know. And that's hella sad.
Yeah.
It's fucked
But it's
up.
it's so scary because God,
It's terrifying.
the kids I had with me, I had my kids with me. They were like fucking 3 and 5
That's
or something.
a big dog. If it would have got a hold of one of your babies, dude.
And my niece and nephew and them, they were like fucking 2 and 3. Like they were little.
When I was
and
leaving,
it was a birthday party, kids' birthday party, like a buffet for the fucking dogs. So I'm glad it got me and not one of them because it wouldn't have been as casual.
No, for real.
Yeah.
When we were late teens, that's probably about 17, 18, we were leaving a liquor store in El Sobrani. I was with friends and friend's boyfriend, and we're walking out of the liquor store. It's raining. Of course, you know, back then I had to wear platforms with bell bottoms and be extra cute.
Had to.
For the liquor store. And so we're walking out, and friend's boyfriend yells, "Run to the car. There's a pit."
I'm really going to run.
So I start running in platforms. Bitch.
I didn't know that.
That dog locked on the back of my leg and took me to the ground, girl, flat on my face, and started to shake. And I turned around and screamed, and it scared it. I think it was Young because it let go. And then the friend's boyfriend started screaming, and the dog took off. And I spent my night in Kaiser ER getting fucking tetanus shots and shit.
Did you have holes or you had like a tear?
There was a whole hole gone out of my pants.
So
Shredded
one
off.
of our dogs It was actually my brother's dog. Lived outside in a doghouse, but it was treated pretty good. It wasn't like left on a chain and shit, but it was unpredictable dog. I mean, I think they did maybe fight that dog allegedly.
Aww.
I don't know. I can't say for sure, but I think that's kind of why they had dogs back then. Like the people that we knew. Anyway, we had a neighbor. We lived in this small, it was like a 4-unit apartment building, and the lady on the end had 12 kids. And it's crazy because my sister said that she ran into this lady not too long ago, and I ain't seen her since like fucking 2002 or something like that. I wondered whatever happened to her. One of her kids was like 3 or 4 years old, and went out into like our yard of our apartment building, and the dog got her. And the dog bit her the fuck up.
Did she die?
No. But the dog bit her up from head to toe to where she had like holes. I'll never forget. She wasn't even crying because she was in shock. But she had puncture holes head to toe. Like my father-in-law like lifted up her shirt and was checking her. She had them everywhere. And it was like pink meat hanging out.
I would have
Pink
fucking
meat
lost
and like
it.
yellow meat. Like fat. Like hanging out of the holes, but it was just holes with meat hanging out all fucking over her, and she was not crying, and she was not fucking
baby.
screaming or anything. She was so scarily calm, laying there. We're waiting for the ambulance, and that mom never sued us, and that mom never fucking called the police like on us or nothing. Of course, the dog, they took the dog, put the dog down, all that, whatever. And I was so mad because I was like, we fucking paid like $350 to get a goddamn chicken bone out that bitch's throat like a month before that happened. Maybe a couple months. But
if it's fucking tearing up kids,
we should have just let that bitch die. We should have like, what the fuck? And I was so mad.
If it was being fought, the fuck, it's just...
I don't know that for sure. I'm just thinking like, why would it be aggressive like that? I don't know. I know that we had a lot of friends that were fighting dogs back then. I don't know if that one ever was. That might just been like a home protector type dog.
Oh my God, that's so horrible.
I don't know, but I was just like, oh my fucking God. I remember I was like
that poor baby,
trying to calm the little girl, like talk to her and keep her like alert and shit till the ambulance came. And that was like the worst dog bite situation I've ever. No, it wasn't. I got another dog story. No, this ain't a bad dog for the dog. Is that what you're worried about?
Yeah, I'm like, I can't take any more trauma right now.
It's not trauma about a dog.
Okay.
No. So one of my exes, this is a great story, fucking ruined a relationship I had with a trick. I had this great trick, and he rented me a car for like a month. And so I had this car and whatever. One of my exes was like, I'm going to be back in a little bit. I'm going to take this car and I'm going to go fucking meet somebody real quick. Well, he don't come back when he's supposed to. And I'm like, where are you? Eventually I get a call from his friend.
The shit we used to allow boyfriends to do, bro. Like, what the fuck?
This was not that, like, Bunny was born. This was not that long ago.
Oh, God damn it.
We're adults. We're full on adults.
But still not grown ups.
Yeah, he goes to meet his friend, and he has like guns in the car, whatever.
All right.
He kicks a high speed. So he's high speeding.
Damn.
He's high speeding in this rental that my dear Trick got me. And like doesn't crash, but like pulls over somewhere and bounces out to run, and they fucking sick the dogs on him. They sick the dogs on him.
Oh, he did have bad dog bites. I remember you telling me.
They let the dog eat him. And when I say his leg, like this, what leg is this?
He's not hella like chunky to begin with,
leg
bro.
was only this big. Like he had the smallest. What is this, a fibula? What is this? I don't know. What? All right, that.
I don't know.
This leg, okay, this knee to ankle is so small. It's so skinny.
Small.
When I say they let them dogs chew on him for like, I don't even know how long.
Damn.
It's called the crust. Tibia. The tibia is what I was thinking of. Okay. Oh, and fibula. All right. Yep, I was right. I'm smart. Anyway, those dogs chewed on him for so long that I was like, are you going to lose your fucking leg? Like, it was so fucking bad. Like, you could see me. They put it together when he went to jail. He went to the hospital. Oh my fucking God.
I'm so against using dogs in any type of policing. Number one, them dogs weren't born to do that. Why are you weaponizing furry babies? Two, why are you having animals eat people?
What is this? What are you doing?
Where are we? I told you yesterday.
I hate this
We
world.
we have regressed so far as a society. That was fuck progressing. What's that?
Yeah, I know.
Why are we training animals to eat humans?
Yeah. Yep. and
And then shooting other ones that do it.
Yeah. Yep.
If you have a badge, you can eat humans, puppy.
Like, that dog did not sign up for that.
No, it wants
so
to fucking sleep in a dog bed and get treats.
And have toys.
It doesn't
play
want to
catch.
eat. It doesn't want to go to work.
No,
bitch.
it doesn't want to clock in and chase criminals and fucking eat them.
No.
It doesn't. But it was eating his fucking leg. His leg was so fucked up. It took him so long to recover. So long.
God damn, he's lucky he didn't lose it.
I know. It was so
fucked
bad
up.
that I remember looking like, is there a chance that you could fucking lose that? Like, that's bad. That was probably the worst dog bite I
God
saw.
damn.
That was worse than the holes with the meat coming out.
Well, I didn't. There's pictures of it somewhere, but when I was 18 months old, our family dog bit my lip off.
I forgot about that.
That's why.
And they didn't kill it. And I said I would have.
We kept it.
My baby girl, Peas. My fucking precious Peas. That would be a dead fucking. I would cook that dog.
The problem was my parents were in the other room fucking getting high. And they left me. The dog had an ear infection and was
Were you
on
pulling
meds.
it?
And I was 18 months old. I was pulling its ear, petting it. But I'm pulling it. I'm rough. I'm a baby.
Yeah.
They're not watching me.
Yeah, so they should have got cooked.
And so his name was Sam. He didn't even mean to bite me. They walked in the room in time to see him turn his head and try to bark, snap for me to stop. But I moved and it was like perfect storm and he caught my lip and they raced me.
It didn't like maul you.
No.
Like it wasn't intentional.
Nope. After that, he, backed away. My dad probably fucking beat it or something because he's psychotic back then.
Yeah, he's
fucked up. We kept that dog till he died. He was probably like 13. I loved that dog.
That's a different situation.
But so my top left half was hanging off, and my mom said she couldn't look because I kept chewing on it on the way to the fucking hospital.
As you would now.
Duh, I would do it now.
You do it now, and it's not even detached.
No. So back then,
I would throw up. I would faint. I would throw up and then faint. Would throw up all over me.
Dude, up until I was...
They would have called the ambulance for me and you. Oh my God.
Up until I was like 10 years old, we went to Oak Knoll, which is an army base. We went to army base hospitals because of my dad's shit. Mm-hmm. So they raced me to Oak Knoll Hospital, which is in Oakland. And it took an hour and 22 stitches. And then I had to
put your little mouth back together.
Mm-hmm, and there's photos of me with it all stitched. And then I had to go back again for some reconstructive work. But if you look, there's a scar on my bottom lip and then on my top lip.
It's so subtle. You're lucky.
They did a pretty good job for the time.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it at all. But I've seen photos where there's stitches. But my mom telling me I was chewing on it on the way fucking grosses me out.
Typical fucking Crystal. God. Picking the scabs and eating it as a baby.
Ugh. I
funny.
never ate scabs.
Well, not eat it, but
picked them. Absolutely.
Yeah, not leave it alone.
I'll pick a stranger scab off
Shut
right now.
The fuck
I
up.
love doing that
Shut
shit.
Up.
Who got to scab them big, thick,
Shut
meaty
up.
ones?
That's disgusting. Stop.
That come off in one scab. No. And don't bleed afterwards. Those are fabulous.
Okay, I just have one recommendation. And it's not any animal abuse.
Thank
before
God.
you ask.
Fuck.
I think it's on Sundance. Because my trial ran out. Because of course I didn't remember to cancel it in time.
Oh,
So
no.
now I'll be watching it for a fucking month because I paid for it.
For a month.
I think it's on Sundance, though. Just search it. It's called The Pig Farm. I don't know if you're familiar with the case. I can't think of his name, but it's
Robert Plankton or whatever.
Yep.
I know exactly the case.
I don't think his name's Robert Plankton, but I think it is Plankton.
It's Robert with a P.
I think it's Plankton.
Pretty sure.
I'll tell you what his name is. It's Robert Picton.
There you go. I knew it was something like that.
So it's in Canada.
He's horrendous.
He's a motherfucker. Serial killer. He had a pig farm.
Put two and two together.
Yeah. Loved prostitutes. Loved prostitutes. Loved drug addicts. He kind of.
There's some cannibalism.
No. In his case, they didn't talk about it at all in the documentary.
Oh yeah, look it up.
So anyway, he liked prostitutes, and so he was getting like a lot of drug addicted sex
The most
workers
vulnerable motherfucker
to come out and stay with him at his place, or he would pick them up, like saying it would be just for, you know, a date. It ended up being longer, or they never got to leave at all. So what's good is they interviewed some that were friends with him, like some women that were like friends. Some are fucking sketch because, well, I'll let you guys watch it, but there's
one that he had that was like a best friend, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's suspect.
And there's more than one like that, though. And then, you know, they talk about how like one may have witnessed some shit and just didn't tell. And it's like, you're not a girl's girl.
You're not a fucking girl's girl.
You're a fucking...
You're a cunt.
Of course,
a pick-me
blaming
bitch.
the drugs or whatever, I get it. But like, you could have robbed him and still told. Like, because of you not saying anything, so many other people got killed.
You could have smashed him in his fucking head when he was asleep.
So anyway, it's a good documentary, and just seeing how many people, you know, that are alive to tell their part of the story is good.
Lucky.
And they have some audio that they play from him, just like weird shit he's rambling about, but nothing about actual cases.
Yeah,
you know, but it's a good documentary to watch.
He got away with it for a long fucking time too.
Yeah, he did. And the fucked up part is a lot of the reason he got away with it for so long is because they were saying that drug addicts and prostitutes aren't credible. So,
and the victims that are coming up missing, prostitutes, drug addicts,
high value people.
They're like, oh well,
looking for it. Yeah,
doing us a favor.
Yep. And they were like, oh, they're transients. They just left. So no one ever took it seriously.
So fucked up.
And made a case out of it. You know. And bothered to look for anyone for so many years. So.
It's a very interesting fucking story.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good documentary. So.
What's it on? Sundance?
Sundance, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where I watched it.
On your new subscription
on my
service?
So I'll be telling you guys about all kind of shit to watch because now I have a month.
You're all, I'm getting my $7.99 worth.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
I don't mind it. I'm honestly considering deleting Netflix because...
I never watch it anymore. I don't
watch anything regular, you know, no shows or anything. I don't really need it. Like, if I have something else, I'll give that a go for a while. I don't know. I think I'm going to delete Netflix.
Yeah, I don't really watch it.
We have some write-ins.
Okay, I have one. It's kind of long.
Okay.
It says, help, please. Hi, guys. I really, really need advice. Anonymous, please. I'm in a bit of a pickle, and I feel like you'd give me sound advice. Pat might agree with me. I'll try and keep this short, but there's a few things involved. I'm trying to be a bit vague here, as he tends to have ears everywhere. I used to work for an absolute narcissist. I worked for 3.5 years for him, and in his defense, he taught me all I needed to know about my industry, but after we got close, the relationship became abusive. He'd make me do all these ridiculous tasks, wash his car, get him food, make sure his coffee was on his desk, like he thought he was Miranda from The Devil Wears Prada, all while being an absolute terrorist to everyone in the office. It never ended. I have a good friend who is still in my old office, and he told me all of the things my boss spoke about me. Names, insinuations, character assassinations. Venomous doesn't even begin to cover it. To the point where my friend put in his 2 weeks after hearing the truth. Disgusting stuff that I don't think even Pat will think is funny. We have very similar personalities, which is why I say this. For context, I'm 31 years old, trying to make money to afford the cost of living here in California. So working hourly can be almost impossible. So we had a house that we had for sale on the team that was part of my wheelhouse. And when I left, I took it with me. The house is vacant and the neighbors are super close, so there's lots of eyes that can see everyone coming and going. I was getting ready to show the house for the client, and I ran into the neighbor who I've met multiple times in the past. She told me that one of my old coworkers came by. She mentioned him by name because she's met him before too. Immediate red flag, since the way my boss made it when I left was rough, and it becomes a part of a different agent, so they're not supposed to access it. The neighbor went on to tell me, oh yeah, he was in and out pretty quick. So I called my now coworker, who left with me, flipped out, and it became this whole issue with getting a lot of people involved, including my old boss. There were a lot of texts and calls exchanged that were horrible and really cold and nasty from people that I used to think I was close to. Now for the part Pat will laugh at. When I went to confirm that it was him that went in, she said yes. But then when I triple checked, she said, oh, I meant it was X, the owner who happens to have the same name. So then this entire mess has been made and accusations thrown down, and I feel like it's so deep that I'm stuck. I'm not normally too proud to apologize and own where I'm wrong, but I feel like I don't care about making it right because it just give gratification to my old boss and give him another reason to shit talk me. So my question is, how do I handle this? Or do I just leave it alone? It died down and I blocked this particular ex-coworker, but I'm worried they'll actually turn around and dive deeper to prove he wasn't there. Thank you in advance. Hope you see this.
You don't want to accuse the wrong person of something. That's what happened.
Basically.
So you thought it was somebody, but it ended up being
another person with the same name.
The one that was worse, right?
So he thought it was the motherfucker that went there, but it turned out it was actually the owner of the house who had the same name. So he basically all this shit happened between them, nasty name calling and stuff, and it turns out it wasn't the motherfucker.
Well, you don't want to be a motherfucker. So you need to apologize.
Simple.
On record, keep it brief, and just,
brief.
Yeah.
Professional email is what I would do.
Yeah, for sure.
I found out, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry I accused you.
Yeah.
Have a great life.
Right. Because, just because. Even if that person didn't go hella far to prove that it wasn't them, it wasn't them. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know it wasn't them.
Yeah, so you need to make that right.
Even though they're a narcissist and an asshole and they talk shit about you.
Yeah.
Don't be like him.
Don't be anything like them.
Nothing.
Yeah, and make it right.
Oh my God, I bet
agree.
you that felt horrible when you found out. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would have been like, fuck.
Like, oh my God, yeah.
God damn it, stupid neighbor.
Yeah, but definitely acknowledge it and make it right. Otherwise, that's shitty.
Because you're better than that, for sure.
Hi, Tia, Pat, and Crystal. Thank you for reading my embarrassing dysfunctional story in episode 244. I have another story to add to it, and I hope y'all find it just as bad as the last one. And Crystal, thank you for dubbing my mom the crazy sex lady. That burn really makes me laugh without fail. So I recently talked to my close friend Marissa, and she reminded me of the time where she offered to take me and my mom to the DMV. Oh. Unfortunately, this dysfunctional shit happened the same week as she took those cringy whore photos at the park. My friend picks us up from the apartments, and she's wearing the same damn see-through fishnet bodysuit minus the red bikini.
No.
But this time, the bodysuit was a different color. Instead of the red bikini, she just wore a black bra and black spandex underneath the bodysuit.
Your mom is amazing.
In caps, to a federal building. Fuck my life.
It's amazing.
She wanted to take a good photo.
for her ID.
The DMV where I live is always packed with families and their kids. Yet here comes this 70-plus-year-old woman dressed the way she is, not slightly embarrassed or bothered, to read the room that everyone and their damn grandma was in, judging her and making comments. The most embarrassing part about all of this is everyone saw her undergarments due to everything being visible. Bra, undies, and poise pad.
Those are the big, thick ones.
The last straw for me was she didn't bother to correct people there when they saw me with her. The people at the DMV thought I was her boyfriend, and all she did was egg it on.
Oh my God.
I got pissed and became hella petty at this point. I said loudly, "This is my mother. I don't date fossils." Everyone behind the DMV counter was awkwardly staring at me that I said anything. I felt the weirdness after the fact, but I didn't care. My social anxiety was through the roof at this point. My mother was having all the caucasity to get mad at me for embarrassing her for what I said loudly, but yet I can't help but think, how is she not embarrassed for her piss poor choices in clothing? Is something I'll never understand. I went no contact with this woman last year due to mental and physical abuse.
Oh, that's not funny.
And it was the best decision I could ever make for myself. I'm done with the embarrassment and lack of self-awareness. I was able to do one last petty thing before going no contact, and that was to fully reset her cell phone to factory mode.
And you took away her park sex photo.
And she lost majority of her social media login information and some contacts she made via Facebook. Since resetting her shit, she can't remember her passwords. I regret nothing. LOL. Thank you, ladies, for reading up on this story. Hopefully, I'm not the only person who finds this oddly hilarious. Always and forever, free Palestine.
Oh, free Palestine.
Thank you so much for this update.
That's fabulous.
No one should be going to the DMV like that. It's already awkward and fucking annoying enough.
And then when they think you're the boyfriend, she's like, "It's my boyfriend." It's her
and
fucking
the poise
kid.
pad, those are like for incontinence.
Yes, they're huge.
That's not like a maxi pad.
No.
Like, you're being sexy with that big ass pad on. Do that on your own time. Do that when I'm not with you.
I'll kill you, Carolyn. Fucking kill you.
Fuck.
Oh, that's gotta be rough. But good for you if it helps your mental health.
Yeah,
your
do
mom
what's
off.
best for you. Sometimes you gotta distance yourself.
Yep. Damn.
Okay. You got one?
I got a birthday.
Okay.
Hello. First of all, I want to say that my partner turned me on to you guys and we listen to you every week. Literally rerun episodes on the way to work and it really keeps the spirits up.
Aww.
I'd really, really like to request a birthday shout out for my partner and better half, Nico Cruz. His birthday is February 25th. P.S. I know it's a late request. He'll understand.
It's a little late. A couple days.
You're not bad. I love him and he's my world. I literally don't know what my life would look like without him by my side for all these years. On my... #on my so inside joke. If I could have that in one of your episodes forever in history, that would be so dope. Thank you for being you and always speaking on mental health, world issues, and general weirdness. Love you guys always. Your fans from Phoenix, Arizona.
Hey.
Happy birthday, Nico.
Happy birthday. And
Very
thank
sweet.
you guys for listening. I love that.
Same.
The listening together.
Hella sweet.
Okay. Ready?
Ready.
Birthday shout out. I'm hoping I can get this to you in time for you to give a big, huge birthday shout out to my daughter, Jenna, who will be turning 31 on February 26th. She showed me your podcast when we were on our mother-daughter road trip, and I've been in love since, a fan and Patreon member, and got HD shirts to match. She's an amazing young woman who's strong, independent, confident, raising 2 girls, ages 2 and 3 on her own, but yet she fights through it every single day. She
Wait.
makes me proud.
We read this one too.
I'm going to kill myself.
I'm
so
killing
done.
myself. Wait. Hold on. This one is new. This is new. That one is.
Are you sure? Because I'm
I'm
just gonna
positive
leave.
this one's.
Okay, we'll try it again. Hey guys, my name is Leslie. I wanted to ask if you guys can please shout out my bestie, Kritzia Kitty, for her birthday. We read this.
We did. We're done.
We're done.
We're
the
done.
End.
This fucking episode.
I'm not doing anymore. We're fucking done. I love you guys. Subscribe, rate, review, join Patreon. Bear with us. Go to bed.
Nope. Suck it easy.
Go.
Share everything.
Yes. Go,
We're fucked.
Go to bed.
Yeah. Get out.
Fucking God.
Get